What is up, my crazy Bavarians? My name's Vertigo, you can call me V, and welcome back to Jurassic World Alive. So, quite a lot has happened since the last episode, bearing in mind I filmed it, 3 or 4 days ago, give or take. I went down to Weymouth to go fossil hunting for my birthday and just enjoy a bit of the seaside, and it was pretty great, especially when I went to Ringstead Bay, a place really good for finding fossils, and as it turns out, the entire beach is a Zone 3. First time I've ever used rare incubators on a Zone 3, and I found a lot of Dimetrodons. So much so I now have Magnapyritor, the beautiful super mega thingy majiggy that I haven't used once in a battle yet, apart from incubator battles, because, well, it never pops up in my team. But hey, it's still pretty great. Still haven't got it boosted enough to be on par with Thordor just yet, but he's faster and he can pack a punch. So very happy about that. Also immune, so that's very freaking handy. Anyway, as you can see, hopefully in front of you on the screen, is me darting these Dimetrodons whilst I was on this beach, while suffering from a large amount of sunlight, and of course, well, trying to get loads of them to get a Magnapyritor, which I got, well, I got enough, and I was very happy about that. Also, I had loads of rare incubators left over, so I used a few, I didn't film it, but I used a few rare incubators when I got back to the hotel, which was a Zone 2. So I was getting Dracorex's, not Dracorex's, no, it is Dracorex. Dracorex Gen 1, I believe. Yeah, Dracorex Gen 1, the rare one. Is that Gen 1? Yeah, Dracorex. So we managed to get him up to level 18. And when I go back to work next week and I'm on lunch, I'll be able to potentially get him even higher. So I'm going to be even closer to Uticino Rex. And it gets even better. I had a few epic scents to drop down. And, no, wrong one. Because of that, we have got Dominus at 150 out of 250, which I think I was on 0 before. Or, not 0, but not a high number. So we are now, well, I'd say a week to 2 weeks away from another unique, and a week to 2 weeks on top of that maybe for another unique. So within about 4 weeks I could have 2 more uniques. Depending on what we get in the weekly events and stuff, I could have even more than that, and that is freaking insane. That is because, as I said in my last video about zones, I've been following zones. I've been dropping scents down. I've been just hunting in those zones. Even without scents, it's super duper useful. Just know where to hunt, so check that previous video out, and you'll know how I got it. Anyway, we're going to give, well, hopefully Magnapyritor a little go. Also, currently this week is Allosaurus Gen 2 for the rares, and they're spawning until, quite a few days. Can't remember, I think it's Friday, maybe, yeah, Friday. And then we're going to get Allosaurus and Proceratomimus. Do not dart Proceratomimus unless you need to. I wouldn't recommend it. Even though I've got Proceratomimus, it's an absolutely amazing creature for an epic. I cannot stress that enough. You can get that easily by just combining 50 of 2 rares, whereas this, to get Dominus, you need 200 of each Allosaurus. Pop. So go for the Allosaurus. And Proceratomimus, just dart the Ornithomimus if you want it that bad, and request Proceratosaurus from your alliance, or go to the zone that has it in it. But trust me, do not waste your darts on it. So that's my take on that, at the very least. So we got that this week. Whatever we get next week, I'm going to try and monopolise on that. I'm actually a bit more active in my thinking and how that works. But we're going to jump into some battles now. Hopefully the footage I've been showing you has been done with, because I'll probably edit it so it's just like all the Dimetrodon darting, so you can see how many times I darted one. So bearing in mind, I have now got 3 uniques on my team. I'm not joking when I say this is pretty much the most common team I'm being thrown with. None of them. Not a single one. It's mind-boggling, and I'm not just saying that. It truly is mind-boggling that I'm not being given my best team. I'm being given, oh, here you go. Here's your literal worst 4 you can have. And that's a bit of a Mickey take, if I don't mind saying. I don't like it. But it's the hand I've been dealt with, so I'm hoping he goes for Cleansing Impact. He does, which means, even though he's got all of this going for him, which I truly don't care, I'm going to come in with Proceratomimus. And I'm going to go for a instant distraction, because if he goes for a rampage here, he ain't going to do jack diddly squat. He's going to do a reasonable amount of damage, but I'm not going to go for cloak, because that would have killed me. He may, and I'm okay if he does, switch out to Dracoceratops here and kill me, but that's not an issue. Oh, okay, or not. Because what I say was, even if he does that, then we'll use our Raptor to take it out, but it's fine, he's not done that. He's going to go for a nullifying strike in case he decides to cloak to try and survive here, which would be dumb because I have nullifying strike. He doesn't, he takes it like a champ, so fair play to him. Who is he going to bring in next? Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. And very concerning. So he's going to go for an evasive strike. So if I go for nullifying here, because he can't kill me with it, unless he crits, which is a 5% chance. We're going to go for a strike here, nullifying strike. Then we're going to go for, damn it, right. He's going to probably go impact and run, right? So if we go for an instant distraction, we can at least survive. That's my thought process. I forgot he's immune. Where do you think the Proceratomimus got its immunity from, you dingus? Damn it, right. Okay, well, we are going to go here. For the sole reason, if he goes for instant distraction, I can just superiority strike. And hopefully, if he does switch out, which I assume he's going to, yep, it's not an immune creature, and thus I have the speed advantage now, which I do. And that's fine. The massive downside to this is, it's now this guy, which has got, well, it's got an amazing advantage already. So, going for 2 there, 74. Oh, damn it, right. Right, we're going to take 1 hit from him, and that is it. So we're going to go for a Thagomizer to ensure we're faster, regardless. We're going to be. We're going to take a hit from him here, and survive, and he'll probably go for instant charge now, which will potentially doom our Raptor. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but there is no way around that, because he's going to go... He didn't even go for an instant charge. Oh, well, now we've lost. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Right, I was expecting the instant charge. I mean, we'd have lost unless we wouldn't have been stunned. But I didn't expect it. Don't assume. It's the worst thing you can do. But yeah, that just to show you is pretty much a summary of how my battles have been going lately. Even though I've got 3 uniques on my team, I will not go from between 3,500 to 4,000. I'm going to just stay there for the rest of my thing. This is exactly what happened in Clash Royale. I was doing really well, and then they changed the matchmaking system so that you go against people that have got the same sort of team as you, which is dumb, because I will never ever leave this league. I can keep improving my dinosaurs, I can make them amazing, I can get level 30s, but I probably won't go up. If I'd have been a little bit higher, maybe that's the case, and I could be wrong, I might be misreading the thing here, but it feels like that's the case. I'm going to go for a stun here, just even if we don't kill him, just so that we can, well, get a little bit of action going on. I am going to switch out, and the reason I'm copping out here is because I'd like Thordor to survive, because if he then does damage, he might switch out to Dracoceratops, and I don't want that to happen, so I'll gladly lose our old reliable here. Because all I'm going to do now is, oh no, we lost our Indominus. Ooh. We're going to go into Proceratomimus. We're going to go for a nullifying strike. So even if he goes for the cloak, which he probably won't, he might switch. We're just going to throw a nullifying strike down. He doesn't even switch. Fair play. I wonder what he's going to throw out. Probably an immune, but that's not an issue. We're still going to get a rampage down now. He didn't even throw out an immune. Oh honey, you're going to regret that. We'll see what he does though, because he's probably going to go for a Thagomizer. No? Of course he's going to go for superiority strike, isn't he? What's he got? How much damage? Ooh, he's got a lot of damage. I'm going to just drop down an instant distraction in the hope that he's going for a rampage. Although he would have been smart to go for a superiority strike and then go for a rampage. Hey, I'm not that done. That's what I am, because I did it anyway. Right, and then we're going to just go for a... If I go for a cloak, I've got a chance of surviving, and then I can do a double damage again. So we'll try that. Probably not a good move, not gonna lie. He's gone for a short defense. Please dodge, please dodge. Okay, honey. That's not particularly grand, especially if he's got Dracoceratops now, because if he switches out, I'm pretty much screwed after doing an attack, which I don't doubt he probably will. But fortunately, we're going to get rid of the defenses. And we're going to crit, but it's not going to be enough to kill him. However, he's going to crit, and he's probably... I don't like assuming, because I don't know what other parts of his team he's got, but I'm almost certain he's going to switch out, because I can kill him here. So maybe not. Maybe not. Right, this is where it's going to get a bit finicky. I can tell you that much. Oh, he's got a speed advantage, isn't he? Yeah, he does. Oh, can he kill me? Now, off the bat, he can kill me. Right, okay, cool. So, we're just going to go for a stun. Oh, he didn't even land the stun, so fair enough. But yeah, this is my point. Like, how am I supposed to... I know that there's moves I could have made there slightly differently, but the point is matchmaking is kind of broken, that I'm going to be doomed to stay here until I probably get all of my uniques and get them up really good and really learn their movesets really, really well, because I've not even had a chance to properly use Magnapyritor yet. So I don't know his movesets properly. But I feel like it is just sort of, not rigged, but as soon as you get to a certain place and then they change the matchmaking meta, or the meta's not been changed, but the way the balancing works, it becomes difficult, because you're now you're fighting things with your types of creatures, all your boosts and stuff, and it's like, well, that's great, but I did those to be able to go up, and now I can't go up. Finally getting Magnapyritor. Don't know if he's a good lead, but we'll give it a go. And we'll see how this works, because I can't even remember his moves, but he's got a nullifying impact, so if he throws in a cloaker, then we're fine. He's got a decent amount of speed as well. He's not really, really fast, but 139 is good. We're immune, so this is pretty good. So I'm going to go for I'm going to try and reduce his damage. Go for an impact as well, so it does a decent chunk of attack. He's gone for a nullify, doesn't make a difference. He's taking me down to 2577. We've got no armor. If he's got a good Draco, then we're screwed. But then we can probably wipe it out, which is that off the board, which is great. I'm going to go for a nullifying impact, just because I don't want to get rid of my rampage. Although it would have been nice to use the nullifying impact for something else in case he does like throw out a cloaker, which he probably will now. There we go. Hopefully I still have the speed advantage. I do not, and he could probably kill me now, which he can. That's not great, because I don't have a counter to this guy now. Also, I keep doing this, it's because my hay fever is playing up, so I'm sorry. I'm not going, yeah, pick a bogey. No, it's just because I've got bad thing. He's gone for a rampage, though, so he can't go for a rampage again. Oh, crikey. Don't know why I've thrown you into the mix, but hell, it's probably better than nothing. So I need to get rid of this guy. There's no doubt in my mind. But to get rid of him is going to take a little bit of work. He should go for a rampage here if he knows what's best for him. On that note, we'll go for an evasive stance. On the chance, which I don't think's high, we survive. No, there we go. Shot. Right, so he could easily at any point now just switch out and win the game, which sucks. So I'm just going to go for a decelerating strike. And hopefully, which I was expecting to do a strike and run. Oh! Yeah, I was expecting to do a strike and run, but I didn't think he'd have set it up so Draco comes afterwards. I don't know how people managed to get that to work. So, like, my Draco is after my Indo, but I've got nothing that can really switch out effectively. So, I don't like that. Like, it's almost perfect, because strike and run pulls in the next player. The next thing, unless he chose Eladominus because he knew that he could do that, which makes sense, but Eladominus would have to be next to Dracoceratops for it to work, which is random, right? Right. I've not won a single match in 2 days now. That's a lie, I won one yesterday. I don't know what's going on, other than the fact I've added Magnapyritor into my team. So I'm now fighting even more powerful creatures, which is bull, because I'm supposed to be able to go up if I add a new powerful creature into my team. I should be able to progress, not recess. I don't want my hairline to recede anymore. It's causing me stress. Have you seen how far back this is? Quite far. Anyway, we'll wait for him to choose a creature. I can put this on the desk because I don't need to dart anything. All I'm doing is just pressing buttons. Oh, that's better. Stop my hands sweating and clamming up. Right, well, he's going to go for a cleansing, so we're just going to go for a nullifying here, because, well, just in case he does go for a glorious little pain in the butt move. I mean, we're going to lose this guy regardless now, but I'd like to get rid of his rampage. But I can't. We haven't got Dracoceratops for some reason, because my perfect layout right now would be getting Thordor, Draco, Magnapyritor, and Indo. But that won't happen, like, ever. So, what I'm going to do here is, because hopefully he's going to go for a rampage. He can't kill me with a rampage. I'm just going to finish him off. So, that's fine by me. And then we're just going to be a pain in the butt to whatever comes next by cloaking. It's not going to work at all, because we can only take a third. You know, we can't take that amount of damage, but I can still be a pain and find out what he's going to throw at me, can't I? So, he's thrown out a, one of these guys, which is fine, because we got Thordor. Admittedly, he's now got instant charge. That could be an issue, but it's not going to be. He's probably got a Dracoceratops as well, which is probably next. I don't want to assume, but at this point, always assume your enemy has got a Dracoceratops. They nerfed it as such, but... Oh, I'm faster. Doesn't matter, I'm stunned. So, he can only regenerate and run though, but here we go. This is where he's now got me in a disadvantage. He's probably going to switch and have Draco. Even if he doesn't, oh, screw it. I'm just curious because I want to survive. If he's, yeah, there we go. Look at that. He's not got enough to kill me though. Interesting there, little buddy boy. Even if I take you down to half, you can still kill me. What the hell happened? That's the second time that's happened as well, actually. But I thought I still had time left to make a move. Maybe the game was like a second behind each round, and then the last round I really only had 1 second left or something stupid. What the hell? Anyway, this video's done its job. I've told you about where to find Magnapyritor. I now have to, off camera, try and bring back some of my cups, which is going to be a pain. This game really does suffer from balance issues, and I don't always want to rip on Ludia, because trust me, I love playing their games, but they do have balance issues throughout their games. It's a thing, and I'm not just being a sore loser here, because I admit I'm not the best. I know that there are other YouTubers out there that are a lot better at this game, and I can't fault their ability, but I have not been able to move up, bearing in mind, from 3,500 to 4,000, whereas before I managed to get from 3,000 to 3,500 as soon as I added a unique to my team. I've since added 2 more uniques, leveled up all my creatures, and I'm still not getting there. Finding it a bit on my side, but we'll give it a couple of weeks once I get my other uniques and see if that's the case, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed the video today, make sure you do smash your like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join my Crazy Verdiconians where you can hear me moan all the time. I'd super duper appreciate it. And of course, if you are subscribed, you can join the super secret special forces, also known as the notification squad, by clicking on the bell button next to the subscribed button. A lot of button words there. And of course, I'd appreciate that too, but don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Thank you all so much for watching, have a nice day, and